before we start this, right, and I am fucking pissed off, right, there's going to be bad language on this. I know some people don't like bad language. I can't help it. I am fucking pissed off, right? Also, you've seen the title. If you don't like what I'm going to say, don't watch the fucking video. Birmingham fans, because of the likes of Christian Speakman, who run our club, you've got a decent coach. Tony Mowbray is a good man. You know, he's been around the block a long time. He knows the championship like the back of his hands. You're safe as sounds. You've got a good head coach. We have absolutely fucked the season up because of the likes of Christian Speakman, who's getting rid of someone like Tony Mowbray. When Tony Mowbray came to Sunderland, I wasn't a massive fan. I know, end of the day, he's a Middlesbrough man. You know, the North East rivalry, the derby, sort of Teesway derby, the Yorkshire North East derby, it's a big thing. But when he came in, I realised what a decent head coach he is, what a good man he is. You know, he's good with the youngsters. He can create, he can grow youngsters, and he's a man-to-man person. He can, you know, work with them, grow bonds with these youngsters, right? And he can get the best out of them. I'm not saying he's the best out there, right? And all head coaches go through dips. If Tony Mowbray, I insist and I believe in my heart that if Tony Mowbray was given the backing at Sunderland with players that he wanted in, and he, at the end of his reign, said we need a striker at this club. Every man and his dog knew we needed a striker at this club. I believe we'd make the playoffs this season with the right backing and the right personnel coming in. But no, Speakman wants to do it his own way. He's over the moon. Whoop-de-fucking-dee. We've got the players down from an average age of 29 down to the age of whatever it is, 20. That doesn't create and make a good fucking team. That doesn't make a team that can get promoted to the playoffs. You okay? There's fans out there, Sunderland fans out there, who are happy to stay in the championship. If you're happy, that's entirely up to you, and I respect your decision. I am not fucking happy, right? Yes, we got the playoffs last season. Speakman and KLD came out and said they want to playoffs and get better this season. They want to do and improve this season, and they want to get to the Premier League. That's what they said. We got to the 6th place or 5th place last season, and we got to the semi-finals of the playoffs. The aim was to do better. But from the beginning, they wanted Mowbray out. That's where they failed. If they wanted Mowbray out, why didn't have somebody put their fucking hands in the pockets and get somebody who's going to improve the situation, not make things fucking worse? Michael Beale is absolutely useless. Example. If Tony Mowbray was in charge of this team, when players went off, he'd appreciate the performance they did, just for the sake of keeping morale up, keeping that sort of bond together. Trey Hume got substituted. I watched him and it froze. He walked over to Michael Beale. He put his hand out to Michael Beale, and Michael Beale stood there, hands in his pockets, and completely blanked Trey Hume. Blanked him. What must that feel like? Trey Hume isn't a bad player. He's doing a decent job. He's okay. We all have bad games, yes, but he blanked Trey Hume. Michael Beale can fuck off. Sack Beale now. Never mind in the morning, never mind into the season. We're not going to make the playoffs. We're in 10th place. We're in worse position now than we were under Tony Mowbray. And like I said again, if you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch the content. You see the title. If you don't like it, fuck off. I don't care. This is my opinion, how I feel right now. I appreciate, right, what KLD's done to get us from the League One to the Championship. I'm not arguing about that. I'm arguing about the sacking of Tony Mowbray. I'm arguing about going from one end to the other. All teams in the Championship have experienced players, have players that can develop and help young players coming through. We are going to the other end of the scale purely, in my opinion, to make money. If that's the case, KLD isn't the man. He needs to sell the club right now. If KLD keeps speaking, if he's so blindsided and so stupid or just greedy to make money, KLD needs to sell this club right now if he won't sack Speakman. I cannot stand Christian Speakman, and I bet he can't stand me, but I couldn't give a fuck. He needs to go. If we need to progress and get better, we need somebody else in with an understanding of how football works, not just the money side of things. How to grow a team, to get a team promoted eventually. Yes, I kind of understand, and I know the team's not ready right now to get promoted to the Premier League, nowhere near, and that is the feeling of Christian Speakman. Some people will think the sun shines out of his fucking arse. That's your opinion. And I appreciate the opinions. But for me, he's not good for the club. If we have any ambition, if you're happy to sit in the Championship, mid-table, for 10 seasons, that is entirely up to you. If that floats your boat, then great stuff. We are the biggest team in the Championship with the best support, the most fans that come to the home games, the best away support. The away fans have seen nothing at all this season. Imagine the hundreds of pounds they've spent going away all around the country, and they've getting nothing hardly this season. That team today was pathetic. I have to say this, man. In the first half, we only scored because Birmingham gave the ball to Jack Clark. If Birmingham didn't give the ball to Jack Clark, we wouldn't have scored in the month of Sundays. Monday looked okay, couple of shots, but we didn't you look back on that game, we didn't create any clear-cut chances, and Michael Beale starts Burstow over Rushin. Why on earth is Burstow starting? Burstow needs, right? I wish him all the best. He's a nice young lad. I have no ill feeling at all to Burstow, but for a Championship player, he's not up to the standard. He may be brilliant in League One, and I'd love him to score loads of goals in League One. I really want him to succeed as a player, but in the Championship, with the formation that Beale's playing, maybe if he played two up top, Rushin and Burstow together, it may be different. But for me, he's got to go back to Chelsea. We missed the boat. We could have gotten Broadhead scoring goals for fun, Ipswich. But then again, our formation 4-1-4-1 is shite. It doesn't work. Dan Neil for me isn't holding the fielder. Fuck off. I'm so pissed off. And at half time we're leading. We're being gifted a goal. It's been wrapped up, right? Wrapped up with a bow. There you go, 1-0 win. Second half comes out. We did absolutely nothing, created nothing, no sort of passion, no desire, no drive. Tony Mowbray taught Beale a lesson. He turned the game on its head with the substitutions, with the passion, with the half-time team talk, and he showed Speakman and KLD a big fat. We should still have Tony Mowbray at this team. I'm convinced if we did, with the backing, right? Speakman and KLD never wanted Mowbray to I'm sorry. They wanted rid of him in the summer. They never wanted him to succeed. That for me is pathetic. That is why I want Speakman out, and I want Beale out. I want Beale sacked right now, and I want Speakman out. And if KLD can't see the light for that, then for me, KLD needs to go and sell the club. Find an owner who will come in and get this team promoted. You get Bournemouth, you got Brentford with small sort of fan base up in the Premier League succeeding. Why can't we? So there we go. Let me know your comments down below. For me, man of the match. Does anybody even deserve man of the match? Does Job even deserve a start? Why did Burstow start over Rushin? Why did Rushin not get a start today? How can you get any consistency in players if they don't get the backing of the manager? I mean, I'm finding it hard. Clark scored the goal. You know, end of the day, he's probably our best player and he's going to be sold in the summer. He's gone. You know, he's already been... He's for fuck's sake. It's already been out there. Ian Hart has already said Clark is going in the summer. He's gone. We're not... The only way we could keep Clark is if we were going to get promoted, and we're not. We're 4 points of the playoffs. We're drifted now. We're in a worse position now than we were under Tony Mowbray. That proves what Speakman and knows. He knows nothing. He needs to be sacked. Sack Beale, sack Speakman, start afresh for me. That's it. Let me know your comments down below. Are you as pissed off as me? What a wasted opportunity. 2 away games, 2 more away games for fans to go and spend the hard-earned cash. And Speakman, with his fucking money in his pocket, couldn't give a fuck about the North East fans. He really couldn't. And I don't think Beale could either. They both can go for me. And if KLD doesn't give a fuck, you can fuck off as well. That's the team. Tell me your man of the match. I've circled Clark because he scored the goal. And he's probably my man of the match. So there we have it. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you don't like us, don't subscribe. Don't give us a thumbs up. End of the day, that's life. It's like Marmite. You like us or you don't. I don't want Michael Beale at this club anymore. His tactics are shit. He knows nothing about football. He doesn't even deserve to be in charge of a club and a fan base of this size with the passion that we have. Thousands of fans going around the country every week spending hard-earned cash. Speakman couldn't give a fuck. It's about lining his pocket with cash. That's my opinion. KLD wants to make money. And Beale is absolutely useless. I did say a long time ago, when Beale was appointed, that if Beale fails, Speakman needs to be sacked. He sacked Mowbray. He thought Mowbray was no good. He thought Beale was better than Mowbray. He said in his press conference, Michael Beale was my first choice. He's better than Mowbray. He sacked Mowbray, brought in Beale. For me, Beale is not better than Mowbray. If anybody out there thought that Beale was better than Mowbray, they know nothing about football. That proves it's about lining the pockets. Speakman needs to be sacked because Beale is failing. Mowbray's beaten Sunderland today. Mowbray's tactics were better than Sunderland's. Beale's today. Beale needs to be sacked. Speakman needs to be sacked. KLD, wake the fuck up. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Take care. God bless me. God go with you. Enjoy your weekend. Because I'm pissed off.